Hey, I'm Nick, and today I want to highlight the importance of not just learning a new topic, but also balancing doing that with actually taking action and having results. You see, one of the easiest things to do when you're trying to be productive and get stuff done is to trick yourself into thinking that you're being productive and getting things done. And if you're early on in your journey to be more disciplined and focused, it can be very hard to draw the line between one or the other. But common ones that I've mentioned before, like reading lots and lots of books or watching through tons and tons of videos that talk about the thing that you're interested in learning about, but may not actually give you any actionable steps, and worst case scenario, leave it up for your interpretation of what's going on to figure out what it means. In fact, this fake discipline can take a very long time before you actually realize that I'm not getting anything done, as discipline isn't always going to feel like you're making progress, because progress isn't linear. Therefore, when you're in some kind of rut with the tactic that you're using to be disciplined and staying focused, even if it's not actually proper discipline and you're just doing something random that isn't really helping you, you're not going to realize that until you look back once you've heard and looked into another better productivity system. And so one of the key points to an actually good productivity system is that it has actions in it. Productivity isn't just about watching something or watching a lecture, taking notes on that, or reading tons and tons of books and summarizing each chapter. It's about actually taking action and doing stuff with what you've just learned. So if you're reading a book about fitness, then you actually incorporate the exercises or diet, some whatever the book is about, you actually incorporate what it's saying. If you're watching something that's explaining to you how to use a certain software or how to do a certain task or skill, then you're actually putting in the effort into learning that and actually doing something and actually following along with whatever the course is saying. But not just in a copy and paste way, but in a way where you're actually teaching yourself in a similar way you would teach someone else about the topics, which also helps with remembering it. But at the end of the day, what matters is that you strike a balance between the two, as the reason why the fake productivity feels like it works so well is because it still has some of that key points in productivity, which is sitting down and having the discipline to listen through and teach yourself something. But we just need to balance that with actually taking action and incorporating the lessons that we've learned into some kind of weekly project or something like that. Now, realizing if you've found a balance between the two is just about looking back and thinking to yourself, am I not having enough action to back up what I've just spent all my time on? Or am I getting too stuck trying to figure this one thing out without referring back to actual documents or courses that talk about the topic? Now, with all of these things combined, you should now actually be getting results, which are one of the key things that we aim for with balancing out learning things with taking action. What we want is results that come from that. As spending too much time learning about something won't actually give you any results that you did anything, and spending too much time on some kind of project will end up taking too much time and not really justifying the amount of focus that you put on it with the results that you get. If we can maximize our results by figuring out a balance between these two things, then we can actually know whether or not we are being productive and using our time effectively. That's it for today, and I hope that you've figured out whether or not it's time to switch up what you're trying to strike a better balance and get the results that you're really looking for. However, if you're still interested in anything to do with productivity, tips and tricks, I have now started one-on-one coaching, which you can now book a call for using the first link in the description. But until then, I'll see you later.